Unfortunately, overnight we had additional 22 cases in New South Wales, 4 of which are from hotel quarantine, 2 of which are from Victoria, and at least a third or 8 of those are from the new cluster at the Tangara school. So it is a daily battle in New South Wales. We have to be on our toes. We're in a state of high alert. My anxiety has not subsided in relation to what a knife edge New South Wales is on. But we need to keep pulling together, keep doing the right thing, keep maintaining our social distance, and most importantly, even with the mildest symptoms, stay home and get tested. Make sure when we're out and about that we're doing the right thing, that we're always on our guard, and of course that we're always mindful of the most vulnerable. Schools, in particular non-government schools, cannot undertake those extracurricular activities that you do outside of a pandemic, and I can't make that message stronger. You cannot undertake those activities you would do if there wasn't a pandemic, whether it's off-site gatherings, whether it's mingling between students and others in extracurricular activities. We are in a pandemic. Every organisation, every entity needs to abide by the COVID safe plans, because otherwise we risk having a surge in numbers, but also we risk having new clusters, and none of us want to see that. I do want to thank the community for coming forward and getting tested. On the weekend, we tend to see a bit of a dip in the number of people getting tested, and last night's results of just over 13,000 people reflect that. We had obviously closer to 20,000 in the days preceding. So it's really important for us to get those testing rates back up. But of course, any new cluster is a concern. It means our contact tracers have to work overnight. And I anticipate the number of that cluster will grow, as unfortunately people who live in the same household are extremely susceptible. If someone in your family, in your household has it, it's very difficult not to get it.
The Royal Commission into Australia's aged care crisis has heard there was no specific COVID-19 plan in place for the sector. It was claimed federal agencies failed to prepare, despite warnings from overseas that the elderly are vulnerable to the disease. It's resulted in the rate of coronavirus deaths in Australia's aged care sector ranking among the highest in the world, with at least 218 lives lost so far. In Sydney, the 2 main nursing home outbreaks during the first wave, in Newmarch House and the Dorothy Henderson Lodge, had not been investigated by regulators. An elderly resident from a Melbourne facility has given evidence of her experience.
You know I'm here till I die. So every morning when I wake up, I think, damn, I've woken up, but I'm here till I die, so I've got to make the best of it. I'm sure that if you really ask most people here, they would all say they would rather be dead rather than be living here.
The aged care sector makes up almost 70% of Australia's deaths during the pandemic. Despite 138 deaths across Victorian facilities since July, the Commission is not investigating that state's aged care outbreak, so just New South Wales for now.
Yes. Okay, my name is Patsy Hill from King's Cross Police Station. I've just got a few questions we've got to ask you in relation to the whole COVID-19. No worries. So, are you showing any flu-like symptoms?
No.
No? Well, look,
they do now.
If you do need anything, feel free to call police or New South Wales Health. Okay, there's counselling services and stuff that are available for people that have to isolate.
I can still last 7 more days. I think I can.
Okay. Good work, mate.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you self-isolated for those 14 days?
Yes.
Fantastic.
No.
No, you've been okay?